I'm Lily Cohen, and I'm a junior at Northwestern University. I'm a proud active member of Northwestern Hillel and spend most of my time in the building. The phrase "from the river to the sea" has a really troubling history to Jewish and Zionist students like me and a lot of other students because of its ties to Hamas and the way that it has been used to call for the destruction of the Jewish state and the Jewish people. In response to a lot of the problematic anti-Zionist and anti-Semitic language that I saw being put up around campus in the fall, I decided to write an op-ed, which really was at its core a love letter to my Jewish identity. And there was a part of the op-ed where I talked about how problematic I see the phrase "from the river to the sea" as a Jewish person, as someone who loves Israel as a part of my Jewish identity. So the immediate reaction to publishing my op-ed was, as I had expected, on Twitter. There were an array of tweets calling me a terrorist, a colonizer, a lot of other colorful names. But then about a week after I published my op-ed, a banner was put up in the center of campus on our main road, and the backdrop of the banner was 40 copies of my op-ed. And on top of it, someone or some people had painted "from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free" in red paint. And that felt like an attack because the background of that banner was my words, and with that, my identity that I had shared in that piece. The rock is really our symbol of free speech on campus, and it was definitely very disappointing to see the rock painted with a lot of these anti-Zionist phrases. Hillel has been a huge network of support, and I think it has also sort of energized the pro-Israel Jewish population on campus. Our biggest defense against anti-Semitism is just to be proudly Jewish, and don't be afraid to be authentically yourself.
I'm Charlotte Aaron, and I am a third-year law and public policy student at UC Berkeley, and I'm the president of the Jewish Student Association at Berkeley Law, and our primary mission is to enrich Jewish student life and make positive contributions to our campus. The bylaws do two primary things. The first is that the organizations who pass them commit to not invite speakers that have expressed and continue to hold views in support of Zionism or Israel. And the second is that the board members agree to participate in a Palestine 101 training held by law students for justice in Palestine and engage in the BDS movement. We, as an organization, don't take any position on the Israeli-Palestine conflict or really any political issue, and we don't require our members to. But when these bylaws came out, we realized that they were going to disproportionately impact Jewish students. And we've already seen the realities of that, which is that Jewish students are specifically being asked, "Oh, what is your position on Israel?" And that in and of itself is discriminatory. I think there are two major takeaways from this. The first is the importance of having a strong Jewish community so that in the face of actions that can rattle a Jewish community, we have a place for those students to go and feel welcome and safe and warm and good about being Jewish. And the second is to model for the broader community what a pluralistic group can look like, where its members trust each other and everyone feels respected and heard, and we're able to engage in difficult conversations when we need to.